Hey, you guys, it's Anne Marie. Happy Tuesday! Yay! I hope everybody's having an amazing start to their week. I thought we'd pull some cards and get some messages of clarity. Why I was saving the last video to my drafts because it takes too long. I can't record and post videos at the same time when I'm outside. And I didn't watch the whole thing because I don't give news a lot of my energy. But they just busted more people for sex trafficking rings. One of them was one of the CEOs, the old CEOs of Abercrombie and Fitch. Do you remember quite a few years ago when they had those strangely young models, underwear models, in their advertising? I said it back then. And I will continue to say, now that, it's one more day, but we're close enough. We're in Scorpio season. So, if you don't know, October and November are huge, huge months for things that are hidden in the dark to come to light. And as we've been seeing all over the world, all over the United States as well, these multimillionaires, these Mongols, whatever you can't even say it right, these big name people who I always knew they were pedos, are all getting busted. So have faith. Have faith. What's in the dark always comes to light. And let me tell you what, it's happening left and right, locally, on a state level, in our country, and on a world level. Pretty soon, there's going to be otherworldly beings presenting themselves. Can't wait. All right, that being said, Spirit said, shut up. Get my ass kicked by Spirit. Oh, and let me tell you what, when you know, Spirit's ass kickings are pretty intense. I'm sorry. I'm not going to re-record because I said what I said. I stand 10 toes down on it. All right, we got the animal spirit. Let's get some messages of clarity for those of you who like it. Spirit said I'm being cheeky. Stop. I can't help it. A lot of us have been waiting a long time for what's been in the dark to come to light. And for the true nature of people, their darkness to be shown. And for the other beings that's walking this earth. So, we have butterfly, metamorphosis. Pay attention to the areas in your life or personality that are in need of profound change or transformation. You are about to enter a phase of expansion. Well, good for you. And growth, which will be highly beneficial for your future. Dolphin, peace. Interesting. Wow. The dolphin is my confirmation that certain things that have been in the dark are going to come to light for me. What's been going on. Thank you, Spirit. Dolphin, peace. Even though that's not what this card is saying, the dolphin itself is a confirmation. So, the gentle nature of the dolphin, which really isn't a gentle nature. They actually, I don't know if people know this, but male dolphins will swarm around the female dolphin and SA her for hours on end. So, they're great to see in the ocean. I actually went swimming with them in Key West in their natural environment. If you're in the middle of the ocean, it's good to be around them because they kill sharks on contact. But if you're another dolphin, they're not good to be around. Anyway, so it's a little education lesson. The gentle nature of the dolphin reminds you to look for the good in everyone and strive to bring peace in your life and to those around you. Trust your instincts and intuition rather than overthinking things. So, with this metamorphosis, and I've said this before, when we are going through things, growing, metamorphosizing, we're in the little caterpillar, or, we have to come in, go within, observe, be quiet, watch things go on around us. We have to go inward, so we're looking inside of ourselves, what we need to heal, what we need to do to metamorphosize and to grow into this big butterfly that we're getting ready to expand out to and flap our beautiful wings. During this transformation, it's really important for you to really start to focus on trusting your intuition more. Some of you are overthinking the messages that Spirit has given you because you've been taught in society, like a majority of people have been taught in society and conditioned to believe that certain things in this realm just don't exist. And that's not true. We're learning that, right? And so Spirit is really wanting you, like, for this metamorphosis, for this major change, for this part of the change, Spirit is saying, this is for you to go inward and to just trust your intuition and not to overthink things. When Spirit gives you a sign, it doesn't mean that because someone said, oh, every time you see crows, it means death. No, what was going on before you saw the crow? How were you feeling? What were you thinking about when you saw the crow? Then research, this is just an example, then research the different possible meanings, spiritual meanings of crows, because every religion, every culture has different beliefs about every fucking animal. And so it can be very confusing. So Spirit doesn't want you to overthink it. And so it's kind of like, so what does it mean to you? What were you thinking and feeling before you saw the crow, right? Were you talking to Spirit, asking questions? And that could be your confirmation, right? And so this is a time for this big growth, because there's going to be something huge that's going to expand in your life. And in order for this to happen, it's going to require you to start trusting your intuition more and not overthinking. Because once this big expansion comes, once this new endeavor or whatever, Spirit just show me just something major, like something huge that's going to happen for the good in your life, right? Once that happens, it requires you to use your intuition and your instincts like this, and not to overthink it. Oftentimes, I know we believe, and I believe, what's meant for you is already yours. So if, let things go, right? Sometimes we do miss, I believe, sometimes we do miss our blessings or do miss other opportunities in our life because we're overthinking it instead of just trusting our instinct. Or trusting our intuition. And our intuition tells us, I said this in my last reading, but when our intuition is telling us about a person, place, or thing, or situation, or a job, or a group of people, and we're not listening to it, we're overthinking, like, well, that person can't be like that because everybody else likes that person, or that person's well known in the community, and so maybe it's just me. So you're overthinking what your intuition, your instincts have told you about this person, or the situation, or this job. You're wondering why you have bubble guts every time before you go to work or you're around a person. Maybe it's not that you ate certain foods last night, because every time you're around that person, you have bubble guts, or you get a migraine. They may be tapping into your crown chakra. So when we overthink things, we sometimes miss the signs that Spirit is trying to show us. So this metamorphosis that's going to happen, that's why Spirit is saying, pay attention to the areas in your life, or in your personality, your behaviors, your actions, whatever, that are in need of profound change. What areas in your life are in need of profound change? During this time, you're going to need to go inward so you can take a look at yourself. What areas do I need to work on? Do I need to work on building better connections? Do I need to work on, setting boundaries and then holding firm on my boundaries? Do I need to work on more not projecting onto other people and taking responsibility for the part I played in certain situations? Am I always having a victim mindset? I mean, these are just some things that Spirit is showing me. And because this phase of expansion that you're getting ready to go in, it's going to require you to really trust your intuition and trust your instincts. And so this is a great time for you to look at, maybe am I overthinking things too much? And don't overthink your overthinking. Does that make sense? Right. Do we need one more animal? What do we got? 8:30? Just watching. I always like being in the cut watching people. I love observing. You learn a lot more. You just shut the fuck up. Oh, I'm back. Whale communication. You're encouraged to communicate clearly from your heart. Bridge any gaps that are keeping you from connecting deeper with your loved ones. I'm going to rearrange this. It is important to speak your truth with emotion, vulnerability, and power. Connecting deeper with yourself. That's how, the more you follow your intuition and trust that, even if you have no evidence to prove it, that's the hard part. That's why a lot of people, we're almost out of time, a lot of people have a hard time or they second guess or overthink their intuition because they may not have any tangible proof, but just a feeling. But how many people have told you, I knew it, I had a feeling, and I didn't listen to it? A lot. So that's what this is. This is communicating with yourself more and your spirit more and being honest, having honest conversations with yourself about what areas in your life do you need to take a look at and not overthink and trust your intuition more. Because where you're going, again, where you're going, this huge expansion that's coming, this big metamorphosis that's happening is requiring you to trust your intuition.